Since September 2014, the US and its allies have been carrying out illegal airstrikes on Syria under the pretext of fighting terrorists. The campaign has time and time again been criticized for its targeting of civilians and ineffectiveness to dislodge terror groups. A year later, at the request of Damascus, Moscow deployed its fighter jets to Syria to provide the government forces with air cover during their offensives. Russia's intervention largely tilted the balance of war in favor of Syrian government forces and their allies, who liberated most parts of the country. That, more than ever, pitted the Kremlin against the White House, which has been seeking to topple the government of Syrian President Bashar al-Assad.
No, I think the Russians are going through the motions and asking. They want the Americans to realize that the agenda has changed and it's no more war. Now what is coming to the forefront are questions of peace, how to manage the peace, how to shape it.
In 2016, amid the intensification of anti-terror operations in Syria, Russia's defense minister offered the US to carry out joint airstrikes against al-Qaeda-linked terrorists. However, the Pentagon turned down Russia's bid, accusing Moscow of focusing its air power not on terrorists, but on opponents of the Syrian president. Not only did the US reject Russia's offer, but it urged Moscow to stop targeting the Jabhat Fateh al-Sham terror group, formerly known as Nusra Front.
We are told that we shouldn't target al-Nusra because it includes the moderate opposition. But this moderate opposition ought to withdraw from terrorist positions, as we agreed a long time ago.
Making such a request once again gave rise to speculation that Washington was collaborating with anti-Damascus terrorists. For the US, the end justifies the means. Syria's years-long conflict has forced millions of civilians to flee their homes, where existing infrastructure was inadequate or totally destroyed. The liberation of more cities and villages set the stage for Syrians to return home. Given the circumstances, expediting reconstruction efforts has become a matter of necessity. Now reports say Russia has used a communications channel with the US military to propose the two countries cooperate to rebuild Syria. But Moscow's plan reportedly failed to rally Washington's support. The US said it would support reconstruction efforts only if there was a political solution to Syria's conflict, including steps like UN-supervised elections.
Most of the heavily inhabited parts of Syria are now under government control, or soon will be, and the issue of reconstruction is coming rather forcefully onto the agenda. So it's perfectly logical that Russians should ask the Americans and the world community to pony up for Syrian reconstruction. It's extremely unlikely that they will. I think that the reconstruction of Syria will be down to countries like Russia and China and Iran to find ways to help the country to rebuild.
Such a response from the US has not come as a surprise to many observers. Fanning the flames of conflicts in the Middle East has resulted in financial benefits for the US, while it draws attention away from the region's main issue, that is Israel's occupation of Palestine.